Back to our top story tonight. As prosecutors and the defense prepare for trial, Thomas Clayton was in Steuben County Court today for what's known as a Huntley hearing. You may remember Clayton is accused of hiring a man to kill his wife Kelly, who was found murdered in the couple's home in Clayton just over a year ago. Witnesses testified today regarding statements Clayton made to police after the murder and his demeanor immediately following the discovery of Kelly's body. WENY's Logan Wilson has followed this case from the very beginning and joins us live now from Steuben County Court with more on today's proceedings. Logan.
Renata, it was a long day here in the Steuben County Courthouse for Thomas Clayton's Huntley hearing, which began at 9:30 a.m. and just ended a little before 5 o'clock. Now, 7 witnesses took the stand today, but the big surprise was Steuben County District Attorney Brooks Baker. Now, we'll get to his testimony in a second, but attorneys questioned the deputies that arrived to the scene, the investigators that conducted their interview with Thomas Clayton, and some of those things that the defense questioned was the domestic violence claims if officers would let Clayton leave at any time during questioning if he wasn't a suspect. Now, Clayton was brought to New York State Police Trooper Barracks in Painted Post on September 29, 2015, in between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. And during that time, he didn't ask for an attorney until 8 a.m. Now, his current attorney, Ray Schlather, asked questions why investigators didn't include more information in the written statement from their conversations with Clayton that Clayton then signed. He also questioned why Clayton's interview with state police wasn't recorded, which actually is not required in New York State Court. And lastly, the defense called Brooks Baker to the stand, questioning him about pictures they allegedly say he took at the crime scene. Now, hear from both attorneys on how today's Huntley hearing went.
In terms of what we were establishing simply was there are some statements that are clearly reliable and therefore should be admissible, and we have no problem with that. Just as we had no problem with consenting to the search of his home, we had no problem with allowing them to talk to him and answering questions. I mean, he did all of that without the benefit of counsel.
Perhaps what is not being argued, not being said, but what may be obvious to everyone, this gentleman is the one that called 911. He called the police, asked the police to come and investigate. And to suggest that he's in custody under these circumstances, to me, seems ludicrous.
Now, the purpose of today's Huntley hearing was actually for the defense to challenge certain statements that Clayton may have made to police during the time of his arrest, but the defense actually said they're going to wait and submit written requests, and we'll find out at a later date whether or not the judge will allow their request. But for now, reporting live in the Steuben County Courthouse, Logan Wilson, WENY News.